let's talk about something really powerful. How the little things we do every single day can either build walls that shut people out or open doors that welcome them in. It's all about how we can, you and I, architect a culture of inclusivity, one small choice at a time.
So, let me start by asking you something directly. Think about your meetings, your friend groups, just your day-to-day life. Are your words and your actions building walls, or are they opening doors? It's a simple question, but it has a huge impact on everyone around you. When we say inclusivity, what are we really talking about? It's not just some corporate buzzword. It's about that gut feeling someone gets when they walk into a room, that feeling of, hey, I belong here, my voice actually matters, and I'm valued for exactly who I am. To really see what this looks like in the real world, I want to walk you through a simple, everyday story from an office. This is the story of a guy named Dharmik.
So this is Dharmik. He's 24, works on a really fast-paced team. And honestly, he could be any one of us, just a regular person trying to do good work and get along with his colleagues. Now let's paint a picture of Dharmik's team. Pretty much all communication happens in this super fast-paced English. And look, on the surface, that seems totally normal, right? But without anyone even realizing it, it created this exclusive bubble, like an invisible club. And then someone new joins the team. He comes from a totally different, more rural background. And while he is brilliant, his English just isn't as quick or as polished as everyone else's. From his very first day, he's kind of on the outside looking in. And this is where the walls start going up, brick by tiny brick. Whenever the new colleague tries to say something, he's not met with encouragement. He's met with those little things that sting the most. The subtle side glances, a quick smirk, that barely noticeable eye roll. They're tiny actions, but they send this huge, deafening message. You don't belong. And what happens next? Well, it's sadly predictable. The new guy starts speaking up less and less, until eventually, he just goes quiet. And just like that, the team lost a voice, a unique perspective, maybe even their next great idea, all without a single mean word ever being said out loud. But Dharmik notices, he sees this happening, and he has this one simple, powerful thought. This is wrong. It's a quiet moment just inside his own head, but it's the spark that's about to change everything. So let's look at how that one quiet thought leads to one small choice that makes a massive change. This is the turning point. Okay, this is the crucial part. Dharmik doesn't just feel bad and then move on with his day. No, he makes a conscious choice. He decides, intentionally, that he's going to do something about it in the very next meeting. And his action? It's incredibly simple, but so effective. He deliberately switches the language of the conversation to Gujarati and simple Hindi, a common ground that every single person on the team shares, including the new colleague. In an instant, he tears down that language wall. But he doesn't stop there. He knows it's not enough to just change the environment. You have to actively invite people in. So Dharmik turns directly to his colleague and asks for his opinion. He doesn't just unlock the door, he holds it wide open for him.
And the effect is instantaneous. The new colleague, the one who had been shrinking into the background, he suddenly sits up straighter. You can almost see the confidence flow back into him, all because someone finally gave him a platform where he felt steady.
And here's the payoff. Given that one chance, he shares a fantastic idea, a perspective that the rest of the team, with their similar ways of thinking, had totally missed. This just proves it, right? Inclusivity isn't just about being nice. It's about being smarter, more innovative, and way more effective.
So Dharmik's story is powerful, but what does it really mean for us? What are the practical lessons we can take away and actually use in our own lives? Okay, let's break it down. This really lays it all out. On one side, you've got the wall-building behaviors, using exclusive jargon, labeling someone as the new guy. And on the other, you see the door-opening actions, using language everyone gets, calling people by their name, recognizing their skills. It's a really simple but profound shift.
We can boil all of this down to 4 key habits. First, ask open questions. Just like Dharmik did, it shows you value what others think. Second, use positive body language. Just look at people when they talk. Third, actively reject stereotypes. They build walls faster than anything. And finally, practice empathy. Just try to put yourself in their shoes.
And here are even more simple, powerful tools for your inclusivity toolkit. Use people's names. It's so basic, but it's a huge sign of respect. Avoid jokes that punch down. Actively make space for the quiet people to speak. And maybe most importantly, start thinking in terms of we instead of us versus them.
So we've seen the story. We have the tools. Now the spotlight shifts. It's your turn. It's our turn to actually be the change.
This quote, it completely reframes how we think about our own worths. It's not about what you have or what you give. Your true value, your real impact, lies in the respect and the acceptance you offer to every single person you meet.
This is the ultimate test. The next time you're in a meeting or just with a group of people, I want to challenge you. Look for the quietest person in the room. Real success, real inclusion, that's when that person feels completely and totally a part of the group. That's the goal.
And this brings us to a powerful truth. We can say all the right words, but they don't mean much without action. Words can build a bridge, sure, but it's our behavior, our actions, our conscious choices that actually brings people across it. That is what true inclusion is all about.
You know, this all started with one person, Dharmik, in one meeting. Now it's our turn in all of our meetings, our communities, our lives. So can we be the ones to start a campaign of acceptance for all? The choice is ours to make.
एक कदम विकसित भारत की ओर।